Yeah, so my first actor I probably looked up to when I was growing up was probably Jackie Chan. All those like karate movies he did, and the crazy thing about Jackie Chan I loved was a lot of people probably don't know this is like all these stunts were like real, like there was no stunt double, like it was all him, and the amount of injuries he did, like falling off buildings, falling on cars, breaking bones. Like he's probably he said he's broken like nearly every bone in his body over his career. I think he finally got an Oscar recently. I think I'm pretty sure, and yeah, like this is one of those guys you just want to get into. But, yeah, there's a lot of other things. There's a lot of aspects I do love about the acting industry, but it's more like just like best thing I love is the storytelling. Like you get to be a character, and you get to tell in front of viewers of your side of that story of that character, and I love that. And the beauty about acting too is you can give the same script to 1,000 people, and hopefully over those 1,000 people, it'll be all different way of doing it. Like you could say the same lines, but the way people present it, that's why it's so unique acting, and you can't. It's so hard to copy someone's work because everyone's got their own style or how they become that character, and that's why it's so unique. And yeah, like yeah, um, yeah. What other questions would you like to ask me?
It's weird, isn't it, when you get put on the spot?
Yeah.
Movies you like to watch?
Yeah, movies I love to watch. Far out. I love. When I was a kid, we used to grow up. When I was a kid, all my other brothers and sisters, we used to always just go to cinemas each weekend. Like, just watch any movie. But the funniest movie we did was the Resident Evil movies when they first came out. The first one, it was like R18, and we were probably, I think we were like 8 or something when it came out, or 10 or something. And I still remember the day where the old times when they get the flashlight and they gotta check. You gotta check. We bought the tickets. My older brother bought the tickets, and he was saying, "Hey, yeah, no, my dad's coming to get. My dad's coming. He's coming to the cinema with us." And he was like lying. So he got the tickets, and then got. He gave the tickets to us, and we somehow snuck in. And then at the cinema, we saw the flashlight where they come down the flashlight to check in. Everyone, there was no little kids in the movies, and we used to hide under the chairs and hide when they came in, and then when they left, we hopped back up to the seats. And it was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, we used to watch. Oh, and then even my brother, my older brother used to work at a video shop back in the day. Was it VCR? What it's called? I thought it was called those old video shops back in the day. Video Easy. Sorry, it was Video Easy. And he used to work at the video shop, and he come home sometimes, and we just watch all the videos he brings home because he can take it back the next day when he works. And we were like, "Oh, what's this movie? What are these movies? Friday the 13th. What's that? R18. What?" And he's like, "Oh, I heard it's really good." So we put it on, and and this is when we're like 12 or 13. Like the next day, everyone's like sleeping in the same bed, or like scared at night times. Like you just think there's a killer outside, and but yeah, those movies are crazy. But yeah, we used to watch everything. Like it's hard to know what's your favorite movie because it's like music and like there's just so much selections and genres and all that. I used to love as a kid. I used to love the Child in Shock the Factory, the old version, and the new version's good too. I love Johnny Depp. He's up there. I think he's just a wild actor. I think he's just all method acting as it is. Like yeah, like people could say bad things and negative things about Johnny, but I think he's still one of the greatest like method actors and love actors of all time. I mean, he's just like look at all these characters he plays. He plays Edward Scissorham, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow. Plays a lot of different gangsters. He's played the Cat in the Hat. Like, he's played some crazy characters. Even in the Harry Potter one, the movie he played, he's a really good actor. Um, but I used to love watching Patriots games and The Fugitive with Harris Ford. He was a good actor. Like I'm surprised he's still acting. Like he's been around for donkey years, but he's a yeah. And he's same Tommy Lee Jones. I love Tommy Lee Jones. Like he's still got it. Like it's sad, but he's getting on. Like I see in his movies, he's getting a little bit older. But yeah, it's just those movies are awesome. But like I think. Yeah, I think in each era, I think The Fugitive was up there in my top 10. But you got each year you gotta think of the year of the movies or what you watch. Every year is gonna be a different movie, your top movie you watch. That's really hard, um, but The Fugitive is up there too. The Matrix I love. Like watching The Matrix, I think revolutionized your thought thinking in movies of how your brain functions and looks out the future. That was really cool to see. What other movies? There was the Matrix. What was it? I see some other interesting movies. I love the even crime movies like the Departed with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson. Each changed the way movies were made to in horror in gangsters and the way gang leaders are played. I think the first ever superhero movie was Spider Man that revolutionized the Marvel and DC world. I think Spider Man with Tobey Maguire. I think that movie literally changed the way we see movies in superheroes belong, and they hit the nail on the head because they didn't make it like a crappy PG version like the Fantastic Four movies. They did those movies as PG, and it was really amateur like filming and fighting where they got it right again when they did the Batman series, the movies. But I think the Spider Man was spot on. Like that was like literally like I probably saw that like 100 times that it came out. That movie, it's crazy. Like that was a really good movie. Yeah. What else would you like to talk about?
That's a good question. Do you still watch movies pretty well now? Do you put a time aside to it?
Yeah. Like whenever I get time after through acting or working, I definitely try and put a movie on the side to watch. It's a lot harder for series because there's too many episodes, and I can't be bothered to like watch a full series out unless I got like a full break period. Where I think the last movie I watched was probably actually a few days ago. Actually, was The Land of the Saint and the Sinners. It's got Liam Neeson in it. It's really good. It's like an Irish. I'm pretty sure it's based off true story. It's like it's in Ireland where there's a lot of like it's still happening this day where there's a lot of terrorism, like fighting for different races over there, bombings and that. And he plays this character who's like some hitman, and he just takes the money and uh, he, he bumps into one of the terrorists long term, and he finds that the terrorist or the guy he's hanging out with this girl, and she's got a kid, and he finds out he's been hurting her, and he wants to put this hit on this guy, and the hitman boss he tells her, "No, you're not gonna touch him. I'm not gonna put any money on it," and he ends up killing him anyway, and then he's got three other friends hiding out from the bombings they've been doing in the movie, and they find out that the sister in the movie, his brother's dead, and she goes after Liam Neeson, the actor in that movie, to find out who put the hit on for him, and then she finds out it's him, and yeah, it's a good movie. It's like all of great Irish acting in it, and yeah, it's good. Like just the scenery in it, I love it. Yeah.
Is it just the movies you like, or are you interested in any other, like music, books, or painting?
I like the arts too. Like I've been to the arts. I've been to Liverpool Arts. I've been down to Sydney Arts. I like different sculptures. Just like different. Like I love seeing all the different unique artworks because it's when I look at art, it looks like what the expression is of that artist. So it's just the way. So if that artist did the same painting the next day and the next day, it'd be different because it's the expression of their feelings of that time. So if they did the same artwork tomorrow, it'd be slightly different from the first one they did because it's the mood they're in and the way they're feeling and thinking of what they're doing, and that's like the same in acting. Like you're always, if you go watch a play 10 times, or you go watch the first night of the play, and then go watch the last night of the play, I guarantee it'd be all different. The last show, each show is different because you got a different feel for each night. You got a different mood. You're feeling different in different ways. Yeah.
Would stage acting is something you would want to keep up, or does you want to focus on film?
Yeah, I love stage. I done like probably about 3 or 4 plays. I love it. Only problem about stage is it takes so much chunk out of your life. I did a play called Georgina. It was meant to be a 3 month section, but they actually ended up being a 6 month protection because of the COVID issue, where the stop start, and there was a lot of other actors that had other things on at the time and other projects. Another one I did was coming of age. Like I loved doing the play, but it's just more like you got all the rehearsing, you got all the rehearsals you got to come rock up to. You got to and then you got to do all the spot checks. You got to do all the lights, where you're going to be standing, all the little checks. So it's a lot different. It's a different arena, but I definitely love doing it. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like I want to be focusing more on the screen acting at the moment, just to get back into that era. Because I feel like just love being on TV, and just the good thing too, like I'll love to do is try and get on the screen to show. Good for my parents and friends to see me. Where it's a lot hard sometimes when you do theatre, if you're doing it far away, your friends and family can't see you. Where at least you do a show or something, they see you, or a movie or film, they go, oh, I saw you in that, and they got that memory and that, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, going for about 5 minutes. Fair up. So, what do you think about like Netflix and stuff, like doing?
Yeah, I find like at the moment, I find that Netflix it's good. Like Netflix, it's awesome what's happened over the years. Since Netflix has got more of the money industry, and bringing all the money back into the film industry is awesome. But what I'm worried about at the moment is like the way film and storytelling is happening in the Netflix. More like the DC and Marvel world with um, more in that world with how they're presenting characters from books, where they're not looking like the book. Like for instance, be like Snow White is meant to be like a girl that's like a white girl walking around, where they put some girl, she's like black hair and all that. Like I'm not racist or anything, but it's not, you're not getting it from the real storytelling. You know what I mean? It's like the Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid's meant to be some white ranger chick girl mermaid, and because I used to watch it when I was a kid, and the movie that's come out, it's some Kiwi girl, I think she was, some black Kiwi girl. She was playing the mermaid, and it didn't make sense. I'm like, what? It's not from like, I know they're trying to mix it up, like have a king, a queen, different race, and that, but like you should stick to the book, stick to the what you're meant to be seeing as a kid. It doesn't make it does. It'll be like the Fresh Prince of with the Will Smith that TV show, and then having it some like Asian family where it's not. It's all like the black family, all rappers and all like I don't know. It's just different industry at the moment, and I don't know. They took a risk. I get like I think the big thing about what they done in the industry at the moment is I think they took a risk and it's backfired on them because they have lost a lot of money. I'm hearing Disney's lost about $200 million of stocks and that, and I just think because obviously those movies are probably like 2 or 3 years old because of the filming, so they probably just realise now, okay, we need to stop doing this and stick to our tradition ways of filming and telling stories. Where hopefully they're doing that. But yeah, like it's just, like I'm really happy that Netflix has come in, but because it gets more jobs out there and hopefully more industry work for the general actors. But yeah, it's an interesting time.
So, good art theory too. I would give it a